ene me pa chewo missiles exchange na ekoso ewo between Iran and Israel me pa chewo Israel kwan no edaka so a.
Yes now we don't know any Israel any Iran.
Now reality is catching up with them and we are monitoring.
The evil that men do lives after them. Mahama wo opposition propaganda and try we try to deceive Ghana for the to me and bonasum left right center just
empanifo sem asase etisue eye kukrua etwa ne humre bia eti se wo ye panyini ese wo opposition a kakasapa se wo duadwempa
entinche bia no bro video am catch say His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama will put blame on Israel-Iran war concerning the hike in fuel prices. Fuel war as started air cost. Mahama ese sobono. Yeva sobono emo Israel and Iran for enter Israel for an alcohol 2 missile. Missile and alcohol Iran. Alcohol also basa Brent crude oil. And we are seeing an fuel war as started air cost. If I answer Mahama ekan you know. Social media mountain so the there be Mahama, His Excellency, I need with all due respect. With all due respect, million kadasem. Yet Ghana, yenti Israel, yenti Iran, a high Ghana, million kadasem. Million kadasem. Find ways and means to stabilize the economy without putting blame on anything. A high Penyah broken media. That's what I say I need you. Over like video, not that over subscribe button, keep educational conflict updates. Now better the wife and the mama ever comments. She must have no she video number for so any be actually. It me bro video catch us say nyame aduma 16th June 2025 Monday ebe ye no. Fuel price ebe cost as a Ghana no petrol price ebe we coming increment of 9.15%. And diesel ebe we coming an increment of what 8.28%. Emma me trust say it caused by the Israel-Iran war. Because Israel for ato missile missile na akọ Iran no affected Brent crude oil. There's a company in Iran, that's the Middle East, Iran. In terms of world crude oil, no, edi more continent pricing any of the additional but affected one. It is also affected. When it comes to crude oil, there will be challenges in pricing. And because of that, I'm a crude oil go air cost. Effort we are suffering, what I say. Effort we are suffering, crude oil go as air cost. Emma Ghana so akaye. Emma me catch us ade we enye ne first Ghana to enche we ekwiase aka world economy COVID-19 ebe nya insuranso born e world economy so Russia Ukraine war ense we nya insuranso born e world economy so ema ni nyina e kan Ghana what I say but COVID-19 e ba no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that time na MP before edi twa wo mo ho so oman na emaya de na economy na as etita pansam any ade no Russia Ukraine war any COVID-19 ene nya insuranso born e wo Ghana economy that say dollar bo e dwane His Excellency ever can say it is a bloody lie. That is Mahama in opposition 2022. Obeka say it is a bloody lie to blame COVID, the Russia-Ukraine war, for Ghana's economic crisis. A bloody lie. So be blame COVID-19 any Russia-Ukraine war for Ghana high economic challenge that you make no. You know, won't mean put blame on idea equals ewo obi my. And to defense and just say MPA party no ede massa okay Russia Ukraine war ana enya insuranso born e Ghana economy so is ama economy no ye hu crash ye hu na be say me hwe say ade kwa no mo kan whether they can be defended or not it me track dollar what I say it me track no okay 2009 January 2009 akofo hand over power to Atamis no na dollar at 1 cedi 30 pesos what I say it say for the 8 years na akofo edi akonya ba akofo twa tra cedi go from now a 1 cedi is to dollar. It is the 8 years now. Dollar equals through by 30 pesos per. Not okay, Matthias. Enti Atameus esu ewu October mu. October na Atameus sabi owu ya no. Mahama ebe to akunya no. Na dollar eda 1 cedi 88 pesos. In the one time so 4 years. That time 4 years no. Dollar equal that 1 cedi 88 pesos. Only the oil calculation. Atameus 4 years per no. Dollar enya increment of what? 58 pesos. For 8 years, in your 30 pesos. At least 4 years, in your 58 pesos. And Mahama so ever to 89 January 2017 now. Mahama handing over power to Akufo-Addo no. Now dollar at 4 cedis 24 pesos. That's a calculation. Mahama 4 years no so no. Or no so be $2 2 cedis 36 pesos. And Akufo-Addo and the Akufo-Addo from 2017 to 2020. What I say? Now dollar at 5 cedis 62 pesos. Now say oya calculation na Akufo-Addo so first 4 years dollar increased by 1 cedi 38 pesos. That's it. Mahama 4 years dollar increased by 2 cedis 36 pesos. Akufo-Addo first 4 years. Come Mahama be ebe 110% and will step down. In the Akufo-Addo so first 4 years dollar increased by 1 cedi 38 pesos. In the Afan say and the Akufo-Addo first term esun yan. Eno gazo akemi kwa no. Akunya mbese bi di keke. Me ndi bi mu a. And calculation, you know, Akufo-Addo handle Ghana economy very well than Mahama. Over the 4 years, Oko no what to dollar mu 2 cedis 36 pesos. Obi so abedi the same 4 years. Also dollar or to mu 1 cedi 38 pesos. In the 2020 ni muna Akufo-Addo trani ana February COVID-19 unity. And the COVID-19 unity equasi to as of 10th September 2021 crown. Now still, a $1 either 6 cedis. It means as of 10th September 2021 crown. Now dollar, oya calculation from Mahama time no, our Mahama ja akunyano, another either 4 cedis, 24 pesos. No, that's a good for time no. Now still a being increased by 1 cedi 78 pesos. That's a no cry 5 to 6 years, 5 to 6 years crown. Now dollar and an increment of just 1 cedi 78 pesos. And wachi ana Russia Ukraine was a unity in 2022, exactly 24th February 2022. And Russia Ukraine was a unity. And one amount dollar edging 71 there. From then the dollar there. Now kwana air cost ro. Kwana dollar air cost was Russia Ukraine war a negative impact on the world economy. It is one there ebetiti world economy bia pansamono. It dollar echo yama ekodu in the highest point. That is 9th November 2024. And a dollar ekodu 16 cedis 47 pesos. That was the highest point. It is because the dollar could do 17. But according to Google, Ghana dollar could do highest point 9th November 2024. This is the slope. That was 16 cedis 47 pesos. What I say? It is here. Let's say never go for the case say COVID-19 any Russian Ukraine war. Now you make me a defender because even despite COVID-19 time, he was able to manage the dollar. Dollar to manage himself. Even that time. Teachers for a whole year, a good for team to Munaka. Or Tio Munaka 1 full year, or one mother, or Tio Muka once a year. Or consuming across the country electricity bill and water bill for 3 months, Utiama will be free. A good father was able to manage Ghana's economy despite the crisis, but just say Russia and Ukraine war there in a negative impact. In a negative impact on the world economy. And Mahama so a panel. Mahama may share to rent Chambia or by Mahama from 2012 to 2016 when she had to rent Chambia, we be a month very asset, but Basabias do a way and determine for the blaming COVID-19 and Russian Creole. Now, when I was telling egg can't drop oh, Munyai, a Jim in Samoa, Mamu blame will be stop the blame game. But as I went to my near Juma, stop the blame game. But then referee says, here compare no first term, 1 term penal. Never go for so 1 term per air calculation. He outperformed him. You found first term per. O first temper dollar beje with him 1 temper o to dollar mu 2 cedis 36 pesos obi kura be di 5 years still na dollar what to just 1 cedi 78 pesos etinya Russian Ukraine war na and COVID-19 kwa nka enya negative impact our Ghana economy sir. Yes, because COVID-19 kwa buy now still the government was able to manage the dollar. The Ukraine war ever na say ebe kan chiri it Mahama want to trim say we shouldn't blame anything. Obi ntrani ba bi enya na ade na won kotra wo memem ka say because of ade akoso bi krom no enye nsanso bon e wo me so and we shouldn't tolerate that. What I say am I yet ase eja busia enra ana accessories ego pi mo dan mango oja ko sere busia fo ho na e wo no ko chia ifi no ko ho no ana na no ko petro ko yitu mu say oh fu ebo e be kosro na eye sobo no yemfa mo Israel and Iran fo ntokwa na e koso no.
Despite the work we have done in stabilizing the economy, Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, have started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the development and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices and prepare measures to protect the recent gains that we have made.
And no, I have got Emono. And I got Mahama. As well as social media monitoring so in fact Oma Beki can be part of one say on timi enka that some say be nyan kwasiafo on timi ne enka that some say enra obi can Russia Ukraine war let's all say no a bloody liar. Why do you tell us to believe say Israel and Iran war and I affect Ghana you fuel and don't timi enka that some.
All right, ebusuafo from be show videos mienu back from President John Dramani Mahama na back also from Member of Parliament Murtala Mohammed. Yansha John Dramani Mahama dear no. Ye wi a be show Murtala Mohammed and so dear. Yansha mbra.
Despite the work we have done in stabilizing the economy, Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, have started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the development and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices and prepare measures to protect the recent gains that we have made.
All right, ebusuafo yansha Murtala Mohammed dear no so embra.
That is being made that because of Ukraine, Russia, that is why in global crude prices about 140, 130, we are paying more. It is a deception. The people of this country, they are robbing you.
But how is it deception?
It's a deception because we are now a net producer of fuel.
But how much are we benefiting from the fuel?
Well, it's ebusuafo impenyefo say ochami a onima asem ka osuna wasomwa Murtala Mohammed somewhere in 2022 catch the Ghana for say sem bibia ba ne catch omo say Russia Ukraine war eno ntina enema bo akosoro fuel bo akosoro millets and I say enema ye de ye meye sa can I say serious near the ne bo na akosoro a any petrol need is bo akosoro ma ye ntia da na Russia Ukraine war and affect Ghana baby and they don't Dramani Mahama Ghana man Penyah catch say Endra echi any Endra Israel any Iran and talk bia koso ama crude price akosoro ewo eye ewiase anase ewiase aman so and onto catch finance minister say omo nhwe de obetimi aye se na be ya petrol buo no ebe kosoro kra na enkosoro bebre yesrew we don't know any Israel any Iran ye ni omo ni kaka bia Shebia Iran any Israel one and Shebia Ghana one now. And you any business. It a catch His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Said you can have no more position no. Yes, we actually almost say we don't know Israel, we don't know Iran, and you money business. Say muko Monday say 2 more, I want to 2 more. Any Israel any business be anti Israel. Let's maintain the same energy. Let's maintain the same energy. It is because of John Dramani Mahama Tina Petro Bekoso on Monday. It has nothing to do with Israel. It has nothing to do with Iran. We, the catch His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
This life, this is President Mahama as a president and President Mahama in opposition. Today, this is what President Mahama is telling us, that Israel and Iran, their war is likely to affect our economic gains. Now, when you watch here, the same President Mahama told Ghanaians that COVID-19, Russia-Ukraine war has nothing to do with Ghana's economy. But you watch the video.
The list of excuses. The Russia-Ukraine conflict cannot possibly be responsible for the suffering.
Yeah, President Mahama, this your statement, it still stands. Ghanaians, you people, the NDC, you managed to explain to us to understand that external wars cannot affect Ghana's economy. So I don't know why you are trying to bring this in here. Are you getting it? Anyway, that such is a life. The NDC lied through several means, from Ablakwa to President Mahama. Now, reality is catching up with them. We are monitoring to see the end.
So, Ebra Russia and Ukraine aircraft, a young so Ghana, your economy, so na Ghana for bread. Mokaya Sama Mahama Kafa, Ebiana Refi, but Mamma refresh your mind. Tea.
Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses. The Russia-Ukraine conflict cannot possibly be responsible for the suffering we are going through.
And then there is a similar fight between Israel and Iran. Now, when you Sama Mahama found, now between a video, we are analysis now,
Despite the work we have done in stabilizing the economy, Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, have started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the developments and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices and prepare measures to protect the recent gain.
You see, the evil that men do lives after them. Mahama opposition propaganda and try we try to deceive Ghana for the to me and bonasum left right center just say easy bana and easy or Jimmy Mua one G. Now Mahama near person we now won't say who opposition no man said your political tension and to near Kosovo, Russia and Ukraine from and Temunum. And say names and so one year or Ghana economy so. And what's that Ghana for so almost so far now say Russian-Ukraine war has nothing to do with it. In the same breath, the person we now want to say Israel and Iran and talk on air possible. And say names and so one year or Ghana economy so. And the Ghana economy a new track and be a bomb or no want to Israel and Iran several thousands of miles away from Ghana. Into Yatobombo, Iran, and I say Israel, and say Ghana ni Butum. Now, once you say, fuel prices, the cost ration, I want to find crochet and Topaya put Israel, any Iran in Tem Yentiasia, because one man I want to say, BB, AC war, baby, external factor be anyone, in Jensen's war, our Ghana economy. So, into Ghana for year and check fuel prices, sending me the kind. Mobile to a liter not less than 16 Ghana cedis. But ni pass one SSC de bono a Mahama and Abai, Umitium, Umundiansa. Almost the 4 Bumsolevia, 2 fuel products so and no kahun and yen to be a cost and Abema fuel prices are cost Ramagana for natural incompetence. Timunya Mohonti assessor.
Yes, Ghana for say Russia and Ukraine war and yes so Ghana for so na Israel and Iran war so and yes so Ghana economy so yes Ghana for empany for same asase etisue eye kukrua etwa ne humre bia eti se wo ye panyini ese wo opposition a kakasapa se wo duadwempa na de wo bedua no enoa na wo betwa yes Ghana for NDC for edua ba bia Ghana for 2 years down the line no afei na so ama NDC for be dey e betwa yes afei na so ama NDC for betwa Ghana for what the answer meto am common so kra no message fansa ye dey yes for sabak maso manyam ya wo wi bia prasa no say me so dey follow me na was atra say the we are John Dramani Mahama Esiafre energy minister here 2028 still possible yes still possible Ghana for and ye koda ye nka bi nhim ane ye hu say Russia UEFA Israel for akoto bomb ketua bi o bomb ketua bi akoto Iran and Iran so atoto nketenkete 3 bi abato ye friends Israel enne ye da sorry ya ye ra John Dramani Mahama say ai ye finance minister ene omu kan bi ewu no omu monitor war na ye call no na say ebenya nsunsanso wo Ghana for so a Ghana for mo amhwe anyansa wom Ghana for mo amhwe papa ya sem a okay nyansa wom me say enra omudi yatemo enese yesi be dey yesi be di o matem ye hwede ye wura John Dramani Mahama Esiafre finance minister area ye be di o matem pe enti mo kanche ye wura John Dramani Mahama say finance minister no wa frɛ no mo be make excuse bia o because ye nim say economy no enkwe dada mo me fa me say Israel and Iran war na se be mo konto kwa krampo no omo didi omo konto kwa mo economy ne yedai e koso etimi on fa problem bia me yedai e mesi omu won de onno kwa no wonya afre no obebo ye story yanyi ntum gavo asem na obega no be atum mesi asena John Dramani Mahama what the non finance minister so person mo ka no Ghana for mo amohwe a mo be atum mo obi anyi ntum o na papa anya hwe a bone so nyedai enya yes Ghana for mesa na mo sha yedai ama me
na enora Ukraine and Russia wo ntokwa no se bombo no bia meto Ghana enti na Akufo-Addo ene ba omiani right bia so mbeka se Ukraine and Russia ntokwa no affect Ghana dia ene me pa achewo missiles exchange na ekoso ewo between Iran and Israel me pa achewo Israel kwan no edaka so a ana Israel kwan no at the Flagstaff House ho ya na no ya John Dramani Mahama na odina timpisu ka kire Ghana fo nyina say Ghana crisis na yekom no it is not, and it has nothing to do with the Russia-Ukraine war. And that the war catcher and say a missiles exchange air course between Iran and Israel affects international crude and our prices are cost. Next, so person justify the entire ye better petrol Monday, me boy. Me pacho, me bisa say Iran and Israel. Omo di omo kwenda Ghana. Okay? Penyah, abaya de botechi no ye de bese crises na abegina ye de bebo ba kon hase ama no komobu wo de mo ye hwa de akufo adom obi ka kire akufo adom en Dr. Bawumia say asori na nyanko nyame kora wo som no omo nka ne nyina yenkope no som bi because just 6 months you cannot just be vindicated just like that dabi omo nkire nyame kora wo som no nyenso yenkosom ne bi because akufo kan ya say o gidi wo nyame mu a akufo kire wo nyame no wate kire wo nyame no 6 months pe and that the John Mahama who say Ghana is not immune against any international crisis papa ubo ye me say aba no ba e bi kra ni amfa mo ye de bo ne ni echi am na ni apai why masa untimi mbe justify bibia o ye mbe justification bia o normal lambasting ne o normal lamenting ne de mesero yesero focus stay focus energy minister ne ho ahwane ye direct nsam nkwa ehwe eni tina mashada asma setup amane di kan be psyche ya adwene say energy na crisis na dende ye mpensi hunu send ye mo kana na no ye be boss videos na kire na must stay within that lane because I'm not tefa ho a see be see abobbo mani so left and right no ho ye ni agro Ghana o because I'm with my Ghana nko a dabi papa sa wo so na wa bra betima je akonya na to na wokọ e simple kra sa message we yam wa na nkoduru andisifo ho na me nim say den a wo ba keyboard gangsters wo de wo ba comment section ho ye nyina ye ntwera se say Iran Israel war cannot affect Ghana just come here na be twera comment section ho and this ni bia be din sem ho amfa ma no Ghana ye hia ne say
Ghana for asamaba enya nda anka menim say obi ntokwa okun onukrom so timi affect Ghana oman bi ni adan ya Israel ne Iran continue affect Ghana oman bi ni what a country obi kun onukrom no nipa no okun onukrom no kra mpono hwe affect no ba ya tie baby no ena be affect what a country
anye bia Ghana ha ye kuntokwa se Ghana ha ntokwa bi NCU ana mo say cause matiti se NDC for ne keka se ana Iran ne Israelites for ntokwa ne betimi anya effect mo say petrol betimi akoso because of ntokwa no ase Ghana ha ye ntokwa nti e de na petrol be koso petrol ni ntimi nkoso because say Russia and Ukraine war no NDC forecast say enya effect wo Ghana economy so dia Israel and Iran for fighting it can never had impact on a friend is our economy the ain't na petrol because see enko ntokwa nti ade na was say petrol bo kosro no and this for when you kase was money you can yes rem why yes rem
Drive your mind comment section. Penyah bro.